Stream elements. Bill 1949T is now live. Streaming DCS World, My Flight Simming, DCS.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy. Refueling complete.
Radio check.
Rearming complete.
Good evening, folks. I'm just looking to see how the temperature comes up. So I think really it's supposed to be around about 60 before I start doing too much. 60 on the red temp. Oil temperature is creeping up. I'm watching that the oil temperature doesn't go above 120, oil pressure doesn't go above 100. Oh, it did. Now why would that happen? It must have just got slightly above 120 and it's busted my engine. Okay, I'll spawn in again. I've learnt that lesson. The message that I saw on a YouTube was don't let it get above 120, but I mean I was not above 120. I might have been just about on it, and that's when the engine exploded. I was just trying to get the engine temperature up to save time, that was all. What I should also do is ask for the external battery to be fitted. I'll just see what that is on the menu. There we are. It's ground. It's F2 ground electric power. Let's do that.
Chief, turn on the ground power.
Copy.
Okay, I've got to make sure that I get rid of the ground power before
Ground power is now on.
I take off.
Cruz Castillo. I've been waiting all day to watch you.
Oh, hello, Cruz. Well, that's very nice to know. Okay. Well, I'm a bit later than we normally would be, for various reasons, but I don't know how long I'll
Cruz
go on for
Castillo.
tonight.
I've been waiting all day to watch your live stream.
Well, that's good. That's good. Thank you. And I did drop a reply to your nice comment on my previous stream on YouTube. Thank you for that. And I did drop a reply to that. I don't know if you got to it. Right, let's get armed as well.
Request refueling.
I'm also going to look at controls very briefly.
Copy.
Because I want to see how it's set on the axis tune. Oh, okay. I've got it set there. So what they're saying is adjust that. I'll give that a try. That's what's been suggested, that sort of area, so I'll give that a try. This affects takeoff mainly, I think. If necessary, I'll put it back. Okay, let's go through the little process. I'll put my panel lights on. Back the throttle. Turn it over. And I'm going to use a different rudder trim today. It's suggested to put the rudder fully right, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'll put the rudder trim fully right and then adjust it after I've taken off. See how that works for takeoff. Okay, now in theory I would spend some time letting the temperature of the radiator temperature pick up to about 60, and to speed that up I can do other things, but I broke the engine. Hello cool car guy. Yeah, a bit late getting on. This is not a usual stream. We don't usually stream on Sundays. It's normally Friday and Saturday, but for various reasons we're having a little go tonight, and I'm going to try some different settings for my elevator and rudder trim and see how that goes. So let's I'm ready to go. I'll just do a quick check, see if Laxor is on radio yet. Turn the radio on first. Radio check.
Yep, check 1, 2.
Okay, thank you. I'm in the spit. I'm about to taxi take off.
Yeah, I'm B51. I'm on the runway about to power up.
Okay. Okay, break off. Taxi. If anyone was watching last night, you'll have a good idea of how I'm using the controls for taxiing.
Joe 8. Are you dogfighting online?
I'm not expecting to dogfight as such, but I might attack some air units and some aircraft. Dogfighting we normally think of as like we agree to a dogfight between us. When there's people on this server that want to do a dogfight, well, we don't just attack people. We confirm that we're going to both agree to have a dogfight. We agree to a point to meet on the map. We do a head-on approach, and then after that, once we've passed each other, anything goes. But that doesn't happen very often, I've got to say. But there are air targets for me to go for. There are bombers and there are 109s. The bombers are A-20s, which of course aren't actually an Axis aircraft, but it's, Laxor designed the mission. That's the only thing he could use for the purpose that we wanted. So he had to use the A-20 as the enemy bomber.
Air Joe 8. Oh, okay, that's nice.
But there are a couple of other features that Laxor has added into the mission. One of them is the ability to mark the ground targets, ground units, enemy ground units, because they're not all marked initially, but we can mark them with a specific reticle that we can get. And the other thing is that if I was to get shot down and bail out, where I land, Laxor or someone else in a helicopter can actually come and pick me up and bring me back to the airfield. So that's a nice little feature that he's brought in. So what happens is if I bail out, I could then join Laxor by being the co-pilot in his Huey helicopter, and then I, with Laxor, would go to the point where I bailed out, and pick me up, as it were, so, and take me back. So that's a nice little addition that Laxor has put in. And I've just realised I haven't got my seat unfolded properly. I'm sitting on a seat where I have a U-shake 6 on my seat, which you might see when I stand up, which has got 6 transducers on it, so it gives me vibrations which attempt to emulate the feelings of the aircraft, such as the gear coming up. You get a clunk clunk as the gear comes up. I can feel that, and the flaps up and down, all that sort of stuff. Right, stand by. I'll just, because I fold it back when I'm not actually sitting on it, I'm going to lay it out now. Stand by.
Air Joe 8. Wow, it's awesome that you can fly with him in the Huey with him.
Oh yeah, we've always been able to do that. You have to own the Huey, or to join someone in another aircraft, you also have to own that aircraft, otherwise you can't get in it with them. But so I've been able to do that for a while, but the advantage now is that if I bail out and land on the ground, it produces a person to be picked up at that point. I then respawn as a co-pilot to Laxor in a Huey, and we go and then collect the person that's been spawned as if it was me, having landed in the parachute.
All my own tricks, and forgot to put guns, bullets in the guns.
Yeah, I'm starting to remember to do that now. Just to explain, when we spawn in now, we have no ammo. So one of the first things we have to do is get ammo. And Laxor was just saying that he fell victim of his own thing, where he forgot to get ammo. So he's flying around with no ammo at the moment. Don't know if you were able to see my seat just then, but I tried to show you the U-shake 6. At the moment I'm getting a pulsing generally in my thighs and in my back as the engine's ticking over, but as I say, as I take off it'll get more noticeable, and when I bring the gear up there's 2 satisfying clunks as the gear comes up and locks into place. It's rather nice. Okay, I'm gonna quit talking about it now and do it, so stand by. I'm just checking a couple of things first. My trim is okay. I'm using a different trim. I'm using full right rudder trim this time. I don't usually, so this is new. We'll see how it affects my takeoff. Brake off. And throttle up. Gear up, adjust my nose down trim, so I've now got one division of nose up on the elevator trim, and I'll have to adjust my rudder trim at some point. I'll adjust my RPM to 2,700 and drop my throttle back to about 7. I'll turn on my illuminated sight and make my guns ready. We're good.
Check.
Yeah, radio check, G, copy. So we now have myself, Jeeve and Laxor in the server. We all tend to take off for most of it. Sorry, say again?
I want to see if I can get that A20 first of all, because I want to try and generate a Dave CSAR target. I wasn't sure if it was being generated properly, but yeah, after that I could try it.
I thought you had no ammo.
I've reloaded now.
That was nice and quick then.
Yeah, while I was, just as you got your wheels up, my wheels were touching the ground.
Okay. I can chase that A20 as well.
There's a tank on the runway.
A
I
tank?
didn't put it.
A tank?
It's a, anti-air SPAA. It's one of ours.
Well, I wonder why that's there. There's the A20, that tiny dot in front of me. I'm approaching the A20 slowly. Do you want me to have a go at it?
Yeah, the idea is just to try and shoot it to the point where the pilot eject.
Okay.
Put a sniper or blow it out of the air.
I'm on his 6, but I've just got to try and catch up to him now.
Yeah, I'm about 2 of your lengths from you, maybe 3.
Okay. They're very fast, those A20s, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Takes quite a long time to catch up to them sometimes. Okay, firing soon. He's got both engines on fire, the gear's down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I saw him jump.
I didn't notice him jump. Bits just fell off.
Yeah, he's going down big time.
Did he jump?
Yes, I got an infantryman. Okay.
Excellent. So if you're gonna go pick him up, have you got a co-pilot on standby?
And I wasn't necessarily going to pick him up straight away.
Okay.
What was happening is that I'd noticed that after about 20 minutes of the mission running, there had been no pilots generated, which was unusual. So I wanted to I think effectively the air defences were too effective, and they were just destroying the aircraft outright rather than putting it into a state where the pilot ejected. And I was worried that the changes I'd made earlier on had broken something else, but it seems all okay.
Oh, okay, good. So Laxor created this mission and he's gradually adjusting it as we go along. He's ahead of me somewhere. And Jeeve is near him too, but I can't see it either of them at the moment. They're at 3,000. Oh, they're quite a bit below me there. If I can find them, I'll meet up with them. Can't actually see them at the moment. Oh, yeah, now I've got them. I can't see the writing, it's all jumbled together. So I can't see who's who at the moment. They're hitting ground units. I might also go and have a go. There are 7 enemy units down there, we've hit 5. Oh, there's one near this burning, oh there's one further over the other side. I'll go for the one over the other side. Couldn't see him quick enough because of the smoke. Coming from this direction, I shouldn't be affected by that.
Mikey Delta _ DCS. Hi Bill, hope you're well.
Hi Mike,
Have a
yeah,
good
not
stream.
bad.
I have to call it a night, been busy day. See you next time.
Okay, thanks for
Happy
popping in
smiling.
for a quick hello. Nice to see you. Catch you another time. Take care, sleep well. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's all those units disposed of between us. That's good.
Mikey Delta _ DCS. GN.
Good night, sir. TTFN. What about this tank? Laxor said there's a tank on the runway.
_cow 2727.
Hello Mookow,
What
this
fans
is
is that?
a Spit Mark 9. Stand by, I'll show you from the outside. I never fly third person, so I get out of third person as quickly as possible. I just want to look at, like I said, there's a tank on the runway. I just want to go and look. Apparently it's one of ours, but bit of a surprise that it's there. There it is. Yeah, we don't see that, and the thing is, it will be interactive, so if we hit it, we're going to end up in a mess. Don't know what the other guys are going to be doing. Laxor or G, you've got an objective there, or do you want me to join? What have we got ahead? That might be Laxor or G.
Yeah, let's do the World War II zone.
Hang on. Seen 2 aircraft. One's a smoker. Then are either of you two going for a bomber? Yeah, copy. Are you going for a bomber?
Let's go for World War II zone. I'm in southeast.
Oh, okay. I've got to go and find them. Are they marked? Oh, Warhawk is in here with us as well.
Oh,
that's
forest in the southeast. The square forest.
Okay, Laxor had a DCS crash. I think the ground units that Jeeve is talking about are in MP something like 83. Round about there or there. No doubt they'll start shooting at me when I get near them. I think I'll head to MP82. I seem to remember that's where they were, roughly. Oh, now is it that line of dots? Coming and strafe along the line, if it is them. So I'll go further and then make it. In fact, I'm guessing my intelligence would have told me that we've got people there. So if they're not marked as our people and they're not marked on the map, they must be enemy. Okay, tally ho, let's see what we can get. They must be enemy. I'll go for the main body, I think, rather than that. Oh no, they're all shooting at. Well, of course, I've used a lot of my ammo, haven't I, on the other stuff that I was hitting. Didn't actually kill anything there. They've hit me. I'm churning out smoke and steam. Can I make it? I suspect not somehow. Must have hit my radiator. Oh, now we've got those others by the bridge shooting at me as well. Oh dear, oh dear. Can I jump? Obviously I was alive enough to be able to jump. Oh, but not high enough to survive it. Okay, respawn.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy. Refueling complete. Rearming complete. 124.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, sorry, DCS crash.
Yeah, I got that. I saw the message. I did mention it on here. So when I took off last time, I used full right rudder trim, which I hadn't been before. I normally used it when a double D of rudder was about 3 o'clock. It seemed to work okay, so I'm going to go with that setting again. You notice that Laxor's voice sounds different. That's because we're speaking on the aircraft radio system, so you're hearing me as you would if we were speaking on Discord, but you're hearing Laxor through the aircraft radio, and people on Laxor's stream will be hearing me in a similar way to the way we hear Laxor. They'll be hearing me in a radio type sense. Okay, put the pilot in. Am I clear for takeoff?
Yes, sir. Watch for obstacles on the runway.
Oh yeah, the tank, yeah. I'll be up before that, I think, long before that, so that's fine. But thanks for the reminder. For any of you guys flying a Spit, I've been usually taking off with rudder trim with the double D of the word rudder at about 3 o'clock. I've just been watching a different YouTube video and it's saying like full right rudder trim, which I've seen before but never done it. And tonight I've put my rudder trim around to full right, and it seems to be working okay. You do then have to back it off a bit in flight, whereas the other way I don't have to back it off, but it seems more stable in takeoff by having the rudder fully right trim.
I'm not sure if someone's attempting to speak on the radio, but we get bursts of just static.
I didn't catch that. Maybe what about Warhawk, because he's here with us tonight, isn't he? This is nice, all just flying around together.
What do you want to do? Were you thinking of going down to the Eves play area?
Yeah. Southeast.
I'm just following on behind you guys. We are 4 in line astern.
Alright, well, I'll start heading in the rough direction then, unless you want to take point G.
Roger.
Air Joe 8. Nice flying, guys.
Hello Air Job, yeah. Just had a message on my stream from Air Joe 8 and he says, nice flying guys. Nice all to be flying together.
Yeah. Is that you behind us? I think there's a small walk off mark. Is it a walk or G?
Yeah, I'm at the back.
Roger.
That puts you to my 11 o'clock maybe, and Jeeve at my 12, like, or pretty much directly in front.
Is speed okay for you? Oh yeah, you're about to go past.
So Warhawk's in the jug then, right?
I believe so.
So who's that out in front then? Is that Blacksaw or Jeeve right out in front? Okay.
You bought a blanket, walk. Get mighty cozy.
Are we ultimately following Jeeve or what?
Yeah, I kind of lost sight on him. Okay, he's over there, so we need to do a little bit of a right.
Is it 1 or 2 o'clock-ish for me?
Yeah, he's kind of good.
So to my nearest we have Warhawk in a jug, a P47. Then next along is Laxor in a P51,
Very
and
full speed.
the dot up front is Jeeve in a P51.
Doing 250.
Oh, okay, looked like we were catching up. We're doing about 225.
That's Warhawk over there. Laxor right in front of me. And Jeeve somewhere else, leading the way I think.
Slide down to the right here.
Oh, Jeeve is
Checking
way
out
out
that
in
area
front.
with the buildings.
Gotcha.
Copy.
I'll roll in on them. There's more though. Prioritize where the trains are coming from first.
Airjo 8. What
Oh,
armament
I
does
nearly
this
completely
one
messed up
have?
my dive. Forgetting just how this thing flies.
It was 220 mils and 4 7.7s. Well, sorry, 303s. Seeing the target would be useful as well. I can't see where the targets are at the moment. When they fire, I might. Hit them reasonably
Watch
well.
your engine temps.
Yeah, I just...
Oh, that's a close pass. Don't know where the units are. Ah, there's one.
Half strength can't shoot backwards.
That seems like a glaring design fault.
Okay, I'm seeing some more. I have taken damage, but I don't know what damage yet.
Or only if you're attacking them from the front. From the rear, I mean.
No, I mean, it must be it's a glaring design fault that they would design something that had a weak spot so easy to penetrate.
Oh yeah, it's just open in the back, yeah.
Okay, I think I identified where one of those units is. Although that might have been got now. No, I found another one. Well, I think that was a waste of time. I was firing at something that was dead. I think I must be nearly out of 20 mils. What's the story, guys? Have we got them all? We're going back yet?
Wait a second.
Oh, my engine's failing. I doubt if I'll make it. Suddenly failing.
Oh, don't forget to eject.
Okay, I'll be in trees if I do though. If I can get beyond the trees I might try and eject.
Air Joe 8. Ditch it in a field.
Yeah, that's what I might do, but I
I'm
might
running low on ammo.
I might actually eject rather than land in the field.
We have our counters.
Lexor, if I bail out, is that, or if I land, is that as good as bailing out?
As long as you land and then bail out,
As long as I land and what?
then bail out.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I've got a long way to go. I can't see me making it, but I'll try aiming at a field when I do find I have to give up. And if I do, I'll belly flop, because landing in a field with the gear down in a spit is not a good idea in this. It just will nose over. I've got quite a way to go. I can't imagine me getting that far. If I can gain altitude, it might help. No. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to make it back to the airfield, so I'm going to belly flop and bail. Flaps are down.
Roger.
Okay, I'm down and I'm going to bail. It's not letting me walk away from the aircraft, but I don't suppose that'll affect anything. Right, so now I'll just respawn, but this gives Laxor the option to jump in or someone option to jump in a helicopter and come and collect me from where I am and take me back to the airfield.
Air Joe 8. Good landing. Much safer than jumping out mid-air.
Well, yeah, I think so, and much safer by not putting the gear down, because look at all this stuff that I'm going to try and land on. That just it's going to immediately cause me to nose over. So just belly flop and then jump out is the best idea. So I'll get another aircraft, because until I do that, I have no communication with the other guys. Radio check. Okay, so I'm in a spit. My frame rate has dropped to below 30, so I might just jump out of the server and jump back in again. Does that still work for your collection thing? What happens is we're getting something called a memory leak, and it's to do with
Yeah, that once
Yep.
you've ejected and
Hang on.
assuming it placed an M4 infantryman on the map, it then becomes totally disassociated with you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll have a quick look at the map actually before I come out of the server and come back. I'll have a quick look.
I did notice with when I ejected out of the P51 that it didn't create one. I'm wondering if there's two events associated with eject. Some aircraft have ejector seats, others don't. And all the ones that I've ejected out of so far don't have actual ejector seats. So I'm wondering if the P51 has some form of what you could consider an ejector seat, which then means I need to handle the ejection slightly differently for some of the other aircraft.
Oh, I see. I think I'm in Mike Popper 7847. I think there's an inf.m4 in Mike Popper 7847. I think that's me.
Yeah, if you click on it, it should say CSAR _ Bill 1949.
It does. Exactly. Yes, it does. Thank you. Okay, so there we are. That is me, but I can also then leave this and get into a new aircraft as if I'm some
Air
other
Joe 8.
Bill 49.
The 51P doesn't have an ejector seat. You just jump out.
Yeah, I get that, and I think Naxor gets that, but it's to do with the what he has to, the coding that he has to put in to do with collecting, because I can now jump in a Huey with Axor and we can come out and pick me up, but it's the word ejection that's perhaps a little bit nefarious. Right, I'll get armed.
Air Joe 8.
Request refueling.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I think it's just to do with the coding that Naxor has to do. Right, I think before I get too far, I could probably do with some kind of a drink, so it might sit like this for a little
It's
while.
not a bad flight time down to that group as well.
Down to what? Down to where I am? Did you say?
No, down to Jeeves' playground.
Yeah, that group. Yeah, that's right. And it gives time to just have a little fly around, get in formation, and that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's good. It was good us all flying together to get to there and hitting a common objective. That was good fun.
Yeah, it's good, eh?
It was good.
The edge of the forest.
Right, yeah.
Actually, I don't know if it's something that you would need to look at if we wanted it, but the scoreboard isn't showing our hits, etc., our kills and stuff. It's not showing that. It's showing how many points we've got, but it's not showing scores, like what we've hit, number of ground units, etc.
known bug at the moment in DCS.
Oh, okay. I have noticed it before, but I didn't know whether it was only because of being in this server or whether it was just DCS generally. Okay, I'm going to find myself something to wet the whistle.
Gotcha.
Okay, my frame rate, top left there, my frame rate is sort of various, but it's often dropping low. Dropped to 5 just then. As our guys come home from that mission, I think. So I'm going to go out of the server and come back in again, and that should cure that low frame rate. I'm just going to leave server now and come back.
Okay.
So that was Jeeve and Warhawk flying about. So Warhawk is in the jug, and Jeeve is in the P-51. As in Lexor, or at least he was, but I don't know where he is at the moment. Oh, perhaps Laxor's still on the ground. Jeeve and Warhawk are coming in. Well, I don't know where Laxor is. It's not going to be this far out, surely. Oh, Laxor died. I'm just looking up there. Laxor died. He crashed. He hasn't spawned back in yet then, obviously. I'm also looking at the time because it is Sunday night, so I don't know whether I'll go on for very long. I'll see what Lexor's going to do when he gets here. So who's currently here? Because it's only showing one view at the moment, and I know that that's often not the case. So anyone there, can you give me a quick hello? And Lexor's just spawned in a P51 just there. Okay, so it looks as though it might only be a bot watching me from Twitch at the moment. Then maybe, I don't know.
Air Joe 8.
Request refueling.
I'm back.
Oh, hello here, Joe.
Request
Jolly good.
rearming.
Yeah, it's not showing anyone on viewing on YouTube at the moment. It's only showing one person viewing, and that seems to be a someone on Twitch. But it doesn't. I know that it doesn't give the right figures. And I don't know if you caught it just now, but I was saying I am also looking at the clock. It's 01:12 for me. Whereabouts are you here, Joe? What part of the planet are you on? I can't remember.
Rearming complete.
Air Joe 8. East Coast.
Oh, that's
Philadelphia,
right.
USA.
Philly. Yeah, you're Philly on. I remember. I think when people tell me this stuff, my mind is flicking between what I'm doing and what I'm listening to, so it doesn't latch on and remember stuff as well as it should. If I was just listening to the chat, that'd be different. But because I'm doing other things at the same time, it doesn't necessarily register and stay. I'm just waiting to see if Lex. I'll try contacting Lex on radio. Radio check.
Check.
Thank you, Chief. So there we are. Laxor's in a
Air Joe 8.
P51. We know that.
Yes, that happens to me too, lol.
Yeah, bound to, innit? I think we're so tied up in what we're doing. Actually, it brings it home because it's not only us in that situation. It's when they were doing this for real, they also had all this kind of stuff. Not like where'd you come from and all that sort of stuff, but people in the air had a lot to look at and think about, and possibly communication with various other pilots all at the same time as well. So it brings it home a bit, the job they had to do.
Air Joe 8. Oh yeah, even pilots today have multitasking problems. Especially on IFA flights.
Yeah, you don't just, it's a bit more than drive. I mean, driving a car has got enough going on for it, hasn't it? When you've got to keep looking at and being aware of road signs and everyone that's around you. But that all becomes three-dimensional when an aircraft, of course. But yeah, so there is quite a bit of mental multitasking going on. And for the sake of anyone interested in watching, the other way around, watching and interested, you'll see there's a red reticle center screen. Now, if I haven't explained this before, by getting that red reticle on an enemy unit on the ground, which hasn't yet been marked on the map, so I put that red reticle over the unit, I left click on my mouse, and that marks the unit on the map and puts out a radio announcement to say that it's been marked. That's Jeeve. Okay, I think I've done everything. I've primed and everything. Okay, let's go. Let's start up. Crack the throttle. And for the moment, I'm going to stick with the full right
Air Joe 8.
rudder trim.
That's cool. Whenever I play DCS, I just play with all the labels on.
Oh yeah, that's all right. But I used to turn the labels off anyway because I felt that, you know, they didn't have that luxury in real life, did they? So I just turn labels off. But now we have to find units on the ground. Some units are marked on the map already. Hang on. Some units are marked on the map if they've already been identified or if they've all been hit by one of our units. But the ones that are not identified, there'll be some over here that are not marked on the map. And if I was to fly over these units, they might shoot at me. So I then get my reticle over them and I left click and mark it, and then they will appear on the map and a radio announcement comes up to say that they're there. So we just use the map to know where to go. But they can be very difficult to see, of course, as you know. It'd be nice if I could speed up the rate at which the trim changes.
That's a nice system you guys have there.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to Laxor. Laxor has designed the mission, and he's gradually changing things as well as we go along, so we can mark things on the ground. And as you might have seen earlier on, if I bail out, it puts a unit on the ground which pretends to be me. I can then jump in a helicopter of Laxor, and we can then go and pick me up from the point where I bailed out. So that's another nice little thing to do. It's just a little diversion. And there's more in the pipeline, although I don't know what. That's something that Laxor has always got little ideas going in the background. Right, so far the full right rudder trim has not given me any negative issues, so I'm just going to stick with that for now, and I might stick with that in future. The only thing is, when in flight I then have to roll that back a bit, because I would normally fly with the double D of the rudder, which is there, the double D of the word rudder at 3 o'clock, and at the moment it's fully round, fully clockwise. So once if it's at 3 o'clock, you don't have to adjust it much, if at all, for flight. But for flight, when I've got it fully right, I would need to wind it back a bit for just ordinary flight, I think. Okay, I think we're good. I'm sure I got armed. Yes, I got armed, because when I get armed I change the skin, and this is not the skin that I start off with before I get armed, therefore I know that I'm armed. It's got my name on the side. Yeah, copy that. So it's got Bill 1949, Dax will put that there for me. Okay, let's roll. Air Joe, are you familiar with the spit? Do you want me to talk about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, like taxiing and stuff, or are you all good with that? Should I just do it, or do you want do it or explain? What's the preference?
Air Joe 8. Ha ha, nice livery.
Yeah, the livery's nice, isn't it? I wish we could get rid of this delay though. There's quite a delay between our communications, which is a pity. And you could join us here, Joe, if you wanted to. You could jump into this server at some point, join us, that'd be good.
Air Joe 8. If you want, you can explain a bit. I have the 51p in DCS and know some of the basics.
Okay, well, the thing about the P51, one of the major differences in terms of like that and the Spit, is the fact that the P51 has toe brakes, so you can put your right or your left toe forward and it'll operate that brake. Well, you haven't got that on a Spitfire. You've only got this one brake lever. So to turn left, you give it left rudder, and the braking then gets applied to the left wheel. Or right rudder, braking gets applied to the right wheel, and in the middle, in neutral position, any braking is applied to both wheels. So it's not comfortable when you first start off with a Spitfire. I don't know how much you've flown the Spit, and if you've flown it at all, then you'll be aware of how uncomfortable that taxiing business can be.
Take off. I'll see if I can head back out there. Are you two doing that as well?
Copy that. Yeah, I'll do that.
Air Joe 8.
Let's go.
Open the stream on your phone and then you can see the chat instantly, I think.
Apparently.
That becomes yet something else to keep an eye on and deal with. And I don't think I've got so many things happening. All the stuff that we have to run when we're flying, keeping an eye on various things as well. But I don't know that it would happen instantly. I don't see why that would be any different on the phone. But that's just that's yet another place to look. So at the moment, I'll probably just put up with the delay. Okay, so I'm gonna taxi in the way that I just explained.
I just got to rearm stuff.
Copy that. I'm gonna taxi to runway. Sorry, wrong button. I'm giving it left rudder and applying some brake. so that it's putting braking on the left wheel, straighten up, and it's a bit like a boat. Once the vehicle starts to go from one side to the other, you have to its own momentum will make it want to carry on moving that direction, so you have to give it a little bit of opposite to prevent it from carrying on. And you notice my engine is barely ticking over, it's only just in the region of 1000 RPM. Do you fly the spit very much, Air Joe?
Joe 8. No, I don't have the spit.
Ah, well, I mean, you can get it on trial, can't you? You can try it for 2 weeks without buying it. Got to be worth the try. It's the most lovely aircraft once she's in the air. But as we know, Mary Ellis was the one fairly famously known to say, although I don't think it was her quote, the spit is a lady in the air, but she's a bitch on the ground. And that's because of this very small wheelbase, very narrow wheelbase. If I just blip the engine, I might have done this already, but I'll do it again. If I just blip the engine, got the brake off. Let's put the brake on. Look what's happening.
Tucking behind you when you're in the air.
Sorry, who was that for?
Yourself, sorry.
You're going to tuck in behind me once I'm up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just explain this thing. I'll get going.
LOL, that's a great quote.
Yeah, it's a great quote, and it's also a very accurate one because she's very uncomfortable to control on the ground. She's lovely in the air. Right, stand by. I'm just making sure that I've got my trims, etc. Flaps are up. We don't use flaps to take off in a spit. Brake off. Brake on again. I'm going to full stick back, full right aileron, throttle up to about boost 7 or 8 on this gauge here, and then the nose eventually is going to drop. When she gets to about 85, 90 miles an hour, I'll rotate and she'll lift off. Then it's gear up. I'll adjust my trim, set my prop pitch. Very nice, Lexel. Set my prop pitch to 2700. Then do things like turn on my illuminated sight and my make my guns ready. Okay, I'm just going to check the map. Copy that. So Jeeva's just taken off. Yeah, okay, I'm seeing. Okay, I'm going to roll.
Air Joe 8. Sounds good.
Of course, all that talking. Look, I forgot to take my brake off. That was very lucky. I could easily have nosed over then. Okay, here we go. Nose is dropping. Rotate. Gear up. I've adjusted my, sorry, wrong button. I've adjusted my trim, my elevator trim to 1 division of nose up, just above 1 division. Turn on my sight now. Brake guns ready.
At 140.
140, copy. Wrong way.
The compass on the top is 4 straight line. The compass right of the airspeed is for in the turns.
Oh, I was just trying to find you guys. I think I've just found one of you at least. I think I must be finding Laxor.
I found a flare button, I push it. I did not.
Okay, leave with me.
I was flashing one of my signal buttons, but I don't know if you could see him.
No, you're only a dot.
So, circle back around and go just by the river.
A copy, I see you turning.
Airjo 8. Sorry Bill, I gotta go. Maybe I'll come to your server next stream.
Yeah, that'd be nice, Joe. Yeah, if you can, do that, and we'll catch you next
You
weekend.
guys just passed each other.
We'll probably
I'm turning. I'll follow
we'll
him.
probably
Bills.
fly Friday night, UK time, roughly 2300, through to early hours of the morning.
No idea how people are supposed to see each other.
Oh, you guys are behind me. Sorry, I was busy talking on my stream, so I lost the plot a bit.
I think I'm behind you to a degree.
Airjo 8. Sounds good, see ya.
Okay, yeah, take care. Catch you next weekend, hopefully. TTFN. Sorry, was that for me?
Yeah.
What question? Sorry?
Your speed.
Well, speed 250.
Okay.
Drop in. Hold it about 250. The units, I believe, are to my 11 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock at the moment. I'm just going to come in from the west, I think.
Right, if you pull a hard left now, they're here. Or something.
You just passed them on your left. There's more.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong area. Oh, well, sorry, yes.
Are these all dead though?
I think they might be.
Not
Actually,
fine.
none of them shot at us. No.
Keep going till the edge of the forest.
What, near the smoke?
I originally aimed for a smoke, but that could be a crashed aircraft, I guess. Now I don't know where to go. So, Jeeve, do you wanna take lead?
Yeah, take the edge of the forest and fly along the edge of the forest.
Okay.
The edge. Got a long straight line.
It's a railway line.
There's something to our right. That's a road, isn't it?
Over to the left.
I'm pretty much following the edge of the line of the forest.
Yeah, keep going, keep going.
Just off your 3. Very high.
Copy that. I'm seeing something. Oh no, it might be trees. It's alright.
No, it's up this line. It's up this break.
You broke up then.
Pull left. There's like an avenue between two
Yeah,
to the forest.
yeah.
Green fire coming from me. You're going right over one now. And there's also stuff further along that alleyway of grass between the trees.
Copy. I'll see if I can find some. Okay, I'm taking fire. I'm making a turn, but I don't know where. I can't see where the fire was coming from. Okay, I've got. That's one of them dead. So you got a smoke marker, a flame now. You should have. Did you say there's some at the beginning of that avenue?
Yeah, as well, yeah.
Is it where the container is marked? Yeah, something just hit me. I think those power lines are allowing me to fly through them.
Yeah, it's weird sometimes, yeah. It's a pity.
That was a container that I was shooting at then, which obviously I don't need to. My engine on my prop has been damaged because I'm getting a bit of shaking. But there's nothing coming up at me, so I guess that lot are finished. there's a gun tower further along that avenue, but I'm going to RTB now because I've got some damage. I've got a bit of imbalance on the engine or the prop, so I'm RTB.
124, true.
Yeah, copy. Stephen?
Yeah, I crashed. Not used to flying this one.
Oh, right.
I also didn't, for some reason, my rockets didn't fire. I don't know why not. I had rockets selected and the fire amount set to single, but they didn't fire.
I can't remember. Jeeves the person for that one, I guess, more than me, certainly. Okay, I think I've got Viz on the airfield. It's a long way away though. My engine is
About
cool.
10 minutes. Probably don't have enough time to fly back down there, but I might just do a little bit of local flying just to test my settings as to why the rockets didn't fire.
Copy that. I'll be coming in from the west, I think. Cancel that. I'll be coming in from the east. And I'm definitely seeing some wobbling going on there, so it could be that my prop is damaged, had a piece taken off it, or it could be that the engine's been hit. Without getting out of the aircraft, I can't be sure. There might be some bullet holes at the front there, but I can't tell. Okay, I'll have Viz on the airfield now, I'm sure. It's just to that left quarter light type window. Would you believe it? After all that, I'm jumping. Bailing out. After all that, I strayed too close to some units down by the bridge there, and they are lethal. Looks like I'm going to end up in the forest though, unfortunately. Oh, I might be lucky. Would be nice if we could tug on the parachute lines just to give us some kind of direction. I'm going to end up in the forest, I think. It'd be nice if I'm in this field, but I think I might be drifting. For those that haven't seen this before, I've bailed out. There's my parachute above me. And as I get close enough to the ground, you'll see that my sloppy feet and legs, the knees will come together, the feet will come together, knees slightly bent, ready for impact on the ground. Oh, it looks like I'm going to be in the field, so that's a good thing. Although, I don't know how that works. Recovery that Laxor's built in, because it puts someone on the ground. It might not put that someone where I actually land. It might put them somewhere else. Right, the knees and legs will be coming together soon, I'm sure. Getting to treetop height. Get those knees together. There you go, ready for impact. Oh, if I was close enough, I could walk back but myself, probably. Let's see what's put on the map. Yeah, it's put me in the forest. Oh well. So I'm actually here. That's where I bailed out, and I've ended up in sort of a clearing, although there's trees there and long grass there. It's put me just there, but the one that can be picked up by Laxor in a chopper is this. So that might be uncomfortable. What you do is you have to land about here in the chopper, and then you tell this guy to come and get in the aircraft. I'll jump in another aircraft just so I've got communications, because at the moment I have got no communications with the other guys. Radio check. Thank you. I bailed out because I was doing okay. I probably would have got back, but I got too near those units by the bridge, the lethal ones, and they took me out. So I bailed out, and where I bailed out, where I actually hit the bail button, I must have been above the forest. By the time I'd landed a bit of a clearing, but I think the guy that can be collected is in the forest.
Okay.
That we'd do that tonight, but because it's getting a bit late now, isn't it? It's nearly 2 o'clock already.
Alright, I'll have a look when I've come in and land. Yeah, it's 5-2.
Were you finishing at 2 or what?
The beauty of it is, if everything carries on working the way it has been, leaving the server running will mean you'll still be there the next time we do stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Provided it doesn't fall over or get some kind of an update or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what time are you finishing tonight? 2 o'clock?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. This is a bonus night, isn't it? So finishing early-ish isn't so bad.
Yeah, I mean, even this was later than I initially figured I would be ending.
Yeah, likewise me. I imagine about 1:30, but it was actually going rather well with those units down there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we're all in Warbirds, I think, unless Warhol chose something else at any point. But us three were in Warbirds, and that was nice.
Yeah, no, he was in the jug the entire time.
No, he was in the jug at some point, but I don't know whether he changed it at all.
No, I think he just stuck.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's really nice. That's like spoiling me. I'm only sitting here really now so that I can communicate with Laxor. Anyone that's there, please, if you have the chance, the opportunity, just drop a quick hi, just so that I know you're there. Say it costs nothing and there's no commitment, so just drop in and say a quick hi. That'd be nice.
Just on files from the west.
Stop with that. From the east. From the east.
Yeah, that was right.
No, your gear's not down yet. Oh, as I speak, it goes down. That's good. There's stuff on the runway. Looks like more tanks or something.
It's probably where they were taking fire from. Oh, it looks like I folded one of my gear. It looks like they were taking fire, so it would have made them move off of their initial point. And then they've just encroached on the runway.
Okay. So what we got there? We've got a tank. If you roll forward, we've got a tank and something beside it. It won't be a container, will it?
Well, any unit that gets destroyed is going to have a container next to it after it's been destroyed. But the actual units themselves, I believe, is a minigun. It's a Vulcan anti-air unit, and the other one is an SPAA 4-barrel anti-air machine gun.
Okay. So they must have moved. They were under attack, moved onto the runway, and still got destroyed.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so if you look at the, I don't think we've got any of them still alive. No, I don't. Oh, there's one. So, you're not looking at my screen, right? I know. If you look at go onto F10 and zoom into the little circle of M92 sandbags, and there's one of the Vulcan units there. If you click on it and then hit F7, it will show it to you.
Oh, you lost me before sandbags.
M92 sandbag. So
And that's to the west.
next to the runway is a circle of M92 sandbags.
Oh,
but
hang on.
next to that is don't know how to describe the icon. It's got a V in an oval at the top edge of the icon. It's got Vulcan. It's called a Vulcan.
Can you describe it in relation to my position on the tarmac?
Well, if you can see me on the runway on F10.
No, no, I'm over to your southwest.
Yeah, but if you press F10 to look at the map.
Yeah.
Right. So if you zoom out so that you can see me.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, I'm seeing now. I'm seeing sandbag.
Actually, it's probably like cluttered by default. So at the top of the screen, if you click on, there's a couple of speech bubble icons on like the toolbar of the map. There's a speech bubble and a G in the lower right corner of the icon. So it's about a little bit to the left of centre on the tool.
Yeah, I got that.
Turn off all the excess labels. That makes it a lot easier to see stuff around. So if now you can see me sitting there on the runway, P51.
Yeah, and I can see the V.
That's right. Yeah. So if you single click on that and press F7.
F7.
Yeah.
That didn't do anything. Hold on. That's not doing anything.
No, it's not, is it? That's odd.
Well, not to worry. What you're saying is that that's what are on the runway, right?
One of them, yeah. The other one is a different unit, but it's odd that it's not letting. Or maybe it's because it's that F7.
Okay, folks. Well, anyway, we'll be closing soon, so feel free to zoom off if this is just too ridiculously boring for you, because we're going to close soon anyway. And if you go, thanks for being there. And it's a pity those people that have left, I didn't get a chance to say thanks for being there.
Okay, if your comms window is open, if your radio selection menu is open, close it. That's what's stopping F7 from working.
No, it's not. Because I realised I don't have to have that window open to speak, so that window, the comms window for the radio, is not open.
Well, not the comms window for. It's the radio selection stuff. So like where you would choose. You don't really use it. What do you press? Do you press C or is it hash to get your radio menu up?
You're talking about the comms menu where I can select ground crew.
Yes.
Okay, right. That's not on. Neither of those menus are on. Neither the radio menu nor the radio window nor the other comms menu are not showing.
Okay, because mine was on, and then when I turned it off, it worked. So if you hit F10.
Yeah, well, I'm on the map now.
Yeah. So right. So if you select that Volt, you've got to click on the Vulcan unit and then hit F7.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, but F7 is doing nothing.
Alright, and we'll press your comms window to bring it up and then close it again.
Oh, okay. No, I'm pressing my comms window. It's brought up the menu. I'm closing the comms menu. Clicking on the Vulcan. Clicking on the Vulcan, hit F7. Nothing.
That's odd, because it's working for me.
Odd. Not to worry, I mean, it's not important. Okay, well, I think it's time to fold, and I'll, if anything crops up with the other thing earlier on, I'll let you know any updates.
Yep, all good.
Okay, wanna go. Catch you next weekend, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay, TTFN.
and take care.
And for anyone that's still there,
Not
thank
sure
you.
if I spoke over the end of your transmission, but yeah, take care.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Ta-ta. Yeah, so I'm going to close my stream now, and we'll be streaming next on Friday, the coming Friday. Anytime after 22:30 normally, but just lately it's been more like 23:30. So, but that sort of time, if you've got the reminders, or if you've hit the bell, then obviously you'll be told when I'm on live. So thanks for being there. Take care.